So who are you really if you would have let yourself just be? Be free, be yourself fully. Who would you be? Who would you become? How would that person express? How would that person walk, talk? How would you be if you were free? If you were free to do just about anything, be just about anyone you could choose. If you could choose to be anyone, not like anyone, not trying to be somebody out there, something else, like a celebrity or something like that. If you were true, completely true and authentic to you, what is your truth? What is your authenticity? Who would that be? Who are you? And you're wondering why people aren't there, why your life isn't what it's meant to be, and you sit on the fence and not able to decide where you want to be. And fact of the matter is, you decide. You are the one choosing. And if you are choosing to live a life where you merely fit into places and try to take a knife or a tool and just shape yourself into every space, how can the right people find you if you're sending out a signal that you are not you? How can you be more of you so that those who actually love, like, and adore you can find you? How much needs to change for you? How much do you need to change for you? I'm just curious here. If you were free to choose, money wasn't an issue, what would you need in order to live a full life? What are your needs? Who are you? What are your dreams? What is a high-reaching dream of yours? You look at that dream and it scares you. What is that kind of dream? You think about it, it's like, oh my God, I wish. And then you go back to your computer screen or your work or scrolling. No more of that. You're here now. You're listening to this. And this is your future calling. I'm here. Hello. You need to wake up and get going in that other direction because, or maybe follow your true north, your true north node. It's like we need to understand ourselves more, be our own best friend, and ask ourselves the question we would ask somebody that is not really happy with where they're at, or a lot of us pretend. And I have promised myself to stop pretending. So there will not come any pretense or pretending from me here. I do my everything right now freestyle. No pre-written text, no pre-manuscripts. At least not now, not for this. And I really wish to know who are the one for you. Are you the one for you? What do you need in order to feel whole? Do you need anything, or do you actually, truth of the matter, have everything you need? Most of what you need, or most of what you seek outside of you, is a need that can be fulfilled inside. Yes, we have certain needs that we expect others to fill, but if you fill those needs yourself and felt whole, loving towards yourself, how would that be? How would that feel to know that you're truly whole right now? How would you feel knowing that you have everything you need? How would your life be knowing that everything you need is always here? You have every possible reality in front of you. And right now, it's your option what you tune into, who you continue to choose to be. And the sad thing is, a lot of people are not aware how much power they have been giving away and how much they carry and how much of their life happens unconsciously, just walking on autopilot every day. No more. You're here. And I'm here to tell you, you choose exactly what you want and attune. And there's a process in attunement that is, I can go into depths about, but it's basically your nervous system only has the capacity to hold so much. So you gotta choose to expand it. And there are many different ways. But the first way is getting out of survival mode in your mind and come back into the body and feel and allow yourself to feel safe. So safe that you can relax and start to create. Because creation comes when you have peace. The most magnificent flow comes and with ease, like it's flowing easefully because you don't worry about or stress about something. You have so many opportunities in your life to succeed, and you got to start focusing on those yeses, on where you want to go, where say yes to the things that you want. Say yes. Focus on the yes, and you will receive more yeses. Focus on the dream come true, and you will have a dream come true. Focus on the feeling, the emotion behind a dream come true, and get as real, make believe as you can until that is your desired reality. And everything in between what you want to receive and where you are now, everything in between there is just the journey. It is a beautiful, magical journey, and every quote-unquote bad, quote-unquote good thing, perceived good or bad thing, can be said yes to. And if you believe that everything happens for a reason, and that there's always a good reason for things in any circumstance. If you ask yourself this question about anything, like, is there a good reason? Like, there must be a good, or state this to yourself, like, there's probably a good reason for this, even though it's hard to see it right now. But training your mind to see the good in all things doesn't mean that you have to become naive and believe everything, unless you want to. That can be the little good thing too. Use some discernment. That's all that I say. You have the power to choose, and that's okay. And sometimes it's hard to understand and fathom how much responsibility that comes with such great manifestation powers. You don't know how powerful you are until you understand that the universe responds to your thoughts and emotion so profoundly if you align fully, the universe is you. It's mirrored back. And this is very deep to start with, but if you're here, you're going deep, and that is, we're not surface level folks, unless, yeah, sometimes we need to come up to breathe. You know, sometimes we're so deep in that we need to come up to breathe. And I believe that to be honestly the most magnificent thing that we can do. Sometimes we just need to breathe. Allow ourselves to breathe deeply into our hearts, into our bellies, into our wombs and testicles, and all the way down to our perineum and the base of our spine, into our feet, into the earth. Like, breathe so deep, like you have the capacity to hold everything. Yes. This feels so lovely. Feels so lovely to talk to you. And I hope this is enjoying for you to listen to. Know that I believe in you. Know that I love you. I do love you. You're a part of everything. I'm just a you sitting here reminding you that you are a part of everything. You already know this. And that's the beauty of it, is that you know. Gotta just remember that knowing, that internal belonging to everything. And the way the universe works, if you believe you're separated from everyone and everything around you, trust me, you will have that experience. I've had that experience where I believe nobody could understand me, and boom, nobody could understand me. And when I opened up my heart, became curious, started listening and receiving, I became free. Because nothing, I can say nothing became triggering, because I entered my center. I entered my I am. I entered love, openness. I opened myself into the 0 point, the creation point, the superposition, if you want to go into quantum terminology, the superposition of my life. Everything is an opportunity. Everything is an opportunity to go where you want to go and to lead the life you want to lead. You just gotta be brave and not listening to greed, to fear, to pain. And sometimes pain is a beautiful channeler of wisdom. And it's telling you, maybe it's a smart thing to stop now and breathe a little bit and rest and recharge. Allow ourselves to come together again. It's a notifier. Pain is a notifier. It tells you, here is something to look at. Here is something stuck. Pain is a messenger from your body, from your subconscious, telling you that here is something to look at. And it's beautiful, because when you start looking at yourself, that everything happening to you brings a message, life becomes deeper, magical, more expressive, and a pleasure. Because if everything has meaning, and you can choose your own meaning to it too, that's the beauty of this life. This life is meaningless in the best possible way. Some would say, oh, life is meaningless. And I would say, life is meaningless. I give my life meaning. I give myself purpose. You cannot go find meaning and purpose. And yes, sometimes you can stumble upon something that brings you more meaning and purpose and feeling that fire ignite inside of you. But eventually, if you understand what I'm trying to convey here, is that you choose if something is interesting by changing your perspective, by being open, curious, loving, and trying to connect and understand. And sometimes understanding is hard because we can never fully understand anything. Anyone can try to comprehend a thing, but it's up to you how much of your own perspective can comprehend something. Because we always have our own personal perspective, unless we are no longer inside of our own selves. I would say that if you haven't had an out-of-body experience yet, this might not resonate with you, but when you are, you don't have you are your consciousness, but not the same way. You are more greater, fuller part of the whole. And everything becomes so much brighter, so much full of life and light. It's magical. But our consciousness always taints the picture of our daily lives. You can have so many perceptions, different viewpoints and perspectives from one beautiful interaction. Like, you can have an interaction that is happening, and if you have 10 different people, you will have 10 different perceptions of that situation. Some of them might be similar and almost like slightly different, but they are all going to be different, like fingerprints. Because we are all different. Yeah. So what do you choose about this existence? What do you choose this universe to be? How do you choose to approach your neighbor? How do you choose to be? Because yes, we can say authenticity is the greatest virtue, to become authentic and to be authentic. What does that mean? To be true to yourself in each given moment. And what self are you true to? The self that you're leaving behind, the self you're becoming, and or the ever eternal self that you already have with you inside of you. What self? Because you're always becoming, and a part of you is always dying. And what will this life bring if you follow the path you're on right now and the path you want to go? How would that life be different if you chose something in this moment, like, I want to do this with my life? How will that life look different from where you are right now? If you chose to follow the path and look back and see yourself in 5 years from this standpoint, and then you have this perspective over here where you look at yourself from where you want to, the dream version of yourself, the one you aspire to be like, or not be like, become, or I would say you already are that. You're just remembering that this is who you are. You need to just, how would I be? How would I act? How would I walk, talk, and what would my life look like if I were this person? And start taking those steps. Start living as the self you are already, on a higher level, on a different timeline, not yet perceived. So, who are you becoming? Who are you choosing to be? I would love to hear that. You can send me an email. I have going to list that down below. I would really, really love to hear who you dream of and what you dream of, who you dream of becoming or remembering that you already are. And yeah, send me an email, or if it's possible to comment down below. I would love to hear that, because hearing your dream, my God, I heard somebody's dream recently, and wow. I must say, wow. That dream, it lit me on fire. Like there was something ignited in me by him sharing his dream. And I was like, whoa, my system was turned on, and I was like, yes. And that is what happens when you live in your dream. You turn people on in the best possible way so that they want to create, because a lot of the things I'm doing today was ignited from that dream, that inspiration I received from him. And I just thinking about that moment has kept me going. It's like, oh, that dream was so inspiring. And that is possibility for every single one of you. And that is why I want you to focus on your dreams. Not as a far-fetched thing or anything, but focus on how it feels to have your dream come true. And just see where it leads. See where it leads, that trail of thought and dreams, where it leads you. How much beauty, love, compassion, authenticity, happiness, joy, vitality it will bring you. I have so much love for you. I love you so much, and I wish you knew how much love there is for you everywhere, all the time. Know that you are supported, and if nobody believes in you, I believe in you, and I want you to believe in you. Want yourself to know yourself so well that nobody can tell otherwise. And I don't like the word faith or believe. I want you to have the knowing that this is you. And that is where we go from here. Knowing this is you. And that everything is possible. You are living in a field full of creation. Everything is made up. What are you going to make up today? So much love. Ah. I love to hear from you. This is beautiful. Thank you for listening, for receiving this. And all I want for you is to be free and receive. So much love.